There was a day when science was true science, but those days have long since passed. Science is no longer science in several arenas, especially when truth stands in the way of presupposed theories and mindsets. One of the things that bothers me the most about modern science is how it is taught in our public schools. Textbooks are created not to teach our students, but to indoctrinate them in liberalism and particularly the supposed theory of evolution. The textbooks are filled with information regarding evolution that they know are lies, outright lies, and yet this information is placed in our textbooks and taught as fact. Granted, many of the teachers don't know the information is false. All they know is that it's in the curriculum and part of the lesson plans that they are required to teach to their students. In the supposed lineage from Neanderthal man to modern man, every one of the supposed cavemen has been proven to either be a complete fake or was based on a bone or tooth from a completely different animal. In fact, the supposed Nebraska man was based on what later turned out to be the tooth of an extinct pig. A couple of the others were bones that were doctored up to look older than they were, but further testing proved them to be hoaxes. Yet, even though the publishers of these textbooks know for a fact that the information in the books is false, they still put the same old hogwash and lies in the textbooks, as they can't afford to have the students question the main tenets of evolution. Plus, the publishers realize that in order to sell to high schools and colleges, the basic materials needed for proper indoctrination must be included. Like many other areas of business, it's all about the money. We're basically selling our kids down the river for the almighty dollar, and that's sad. The fact is, evolution is not true science, nor should it be taught as such. In fact, creation science should be taught right alongside evolution. It is not allowed due to the basic misinterpretation of the Constitution, saying that creation science is a religious issue, and thus not allowed in public schools. But the truth is, creation science is more scientific than evolution, as it concurs with the known laws of science. But since we live in such a liberal society with a bunch of liberal judges upholding both harmful and unconstitutional decisions, we continue to fight for the right to present the other side to our students. To the parents, I say, make sure your kids are taught the truth. Get some good materials from Answers in Genesis or the Institute for Creation Research and go over it with them. For some of you who may not be familiar with their materials, it might be very educational for you as well. You could go over it as a family. The one thing we cannot do is just sit around and let the devil have his way with our kids. They must be taught the truth and protected against the false philosophies and lies of those who simply want to indoctrinate our kids. This is part of the spiritual battle we constantly fight. It is a battle we can win. At least we must stand for truth at all costs.